This is Varadaraja temple in Kanchipuram, popularly called Kanchi. The Varadaraja temple is the biggest of the several temples in this temple town. This was built in 6th century AD. This is a Vaishnavite or Vishnu temple, whereas most other temples in this town is a Shiva temple, including one of the 4 Shankaracharya mutts called Kanchipuram. Unfortunately, during this time, most temples I visited are under renovation for the Rajagopuram. As I get closer to the entrance, this is the view. On the exterior Rajagopuram under renovation, this is the appearance. All granite. There's a Tamil one that is seen again in the walls of it. One can see the clear, more modern Tamil language. As we enter the Rajagopuram, precision of the workmanship made in granite. Mudlali Amma is entering. Andal Thirukalyanam. This is made out of stone, same granite in one piece. As I go inside into this most marvelous work of granite, in this single piece, it is carved into a single granite. The left side is a soldier with a beard, sword and others, and on the right side is a totally different appearance. Admiring this single pillar, one can see the precision work done with all the holes in it, not a single broken one. On one of the pillar is this a French kiss. Did the French invented or was it from Vatsayana? From Vishwamitra and Menaka to woman holding a mirror and putting on the Sindura so to Garuda, Rama and Hanumanta can be seen. On the floor are carved these various games that even we used to play as children, with the precision holes through the granite where no error could be made. This 3 pillar or 3 horses made from a single granite piece. One can also see the soldiers' uniform that protects them from being injured from an arrow or so. This roof is almost impossible to photograph everything. Here Krishna Vastra Bharanam is seen. This is the main podium of the wedding of Vishnu and Lakshmi performed once a year. With the thing is able to move. How they made this hinge, it cannot be fitted from a single stone and is able to move and hold it. It's just an amazing thing of the ability of these artisans of the temple in 13th century. Workmanship is so precise. I can insert this feather through this, and there are several of them. On the ceiling is as if some birds are there. A highly precision work on granite. Because it was built by Krishna Deva Raya, one sees the Tamil script and Kannada script. Finally, there is also Ramanujacharya. This is the entrance to the temple. One can see Dajastamba, probably the Balipita. Inside there is not much of an architecture as per the guide. Abhishekam is being done to the goddess. Even the teenagers have started in the same family of Vaishnava Brahmins. In this Pushkarani, the original deity, which is said to have been carved over 3000 years back, is immersed in the water, which measures about 32 feet, and the depth of water from this level to the bottom is 65 feet. This is taken out only once in several years. Next one is due in year 2019, when the water will be drained and the worship performed, at which time over 5 million people will be attending. This is Ekambara temple, built in 600 AD or so. It's the biggest temple in Kanchi. Fortunately for me, the Rajagopuram is not under renovation, possibly completed. This is the entrance into the main area. Special tourist is listening at the Ekambaranatha temple. Ek means one, Amba is the mango. The story is Shiva and Parvati before marriage. That's the Shiva Puja, Parvati doing it under a mango tree. The legend is this mango tree inside the temple is 3500 years old. To me, mango tree does not last that long. Maybe the subsequent generation from the seed has continued. Built initially by Pallavas, followed expansion by Cholas, and finally by Vijayanagar kings. There are 3 Rajagopuram. This is the second one. There's a third one is inside. This is the third biggest with a total of 16 Gopurams. In keeping with any temple, here is a Pushkarani. Keeping with all Shiva temples, here is a Nandi. Entrance to the temple, as usual, enormous top decoration, and then you can see the main entrance.
ಇದು ಬಂದು ಈ ಥರ ಊಟಗಳು ಇವು ಬರೋರು ಕೊಡೋ ಡೊನೇಷನ್. ತೆಗಿಲಿ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಬೇಜಾರಿಲ್ಲ, ತೆಗಿಲಿ.
This is a smaller Nandi.
ಹಿಂಗ ತೆಗಿಬಾರ್ದು. ಇದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಮದುವೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಲ್ಲ, ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ, ಮೈ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಅಂತ ಅಮ್ಮವರಲ್ಲಿ ತಪಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಶಿವನ ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆ ಪೂಜೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
One can see the interior from where one can also see the tower. This is the mango tree. The from the bottom or from the seedling or from the seeds when they fall out, this could have grown. This looks younger. So it could be 3,500 years. One generation of the mango tree after the other. It's not the same tree. As a result, it is worshipped. One can see the large number of tourists and the This is the Kapaleshwara or a Kailasanatha temple built between the 6th and 9th century AD by Pallava kings. Currently it is under Government of India Department of Archaeology for preservation. This is the Nandi with the 4 pillars. I would think the top has been damaged. That's why I'm not seeing anything. The bottom of it, one can see. Here you see the real deterioration from aging, as fortunately these are not renovated. Some are better preserved. The Nandi is Gare or a Stacco. The view of the temple with Mudlali Amma standing, taken in an angle. Going in a clockwise direction, this is the considered Dravidian architecture, and some are renovated. For example, this tower is renovated more recently, where these are the ancient ones. With the effect of aging, one can see each of the small one had a Shivalingam before. There are 8 of them with a asymmetric entrance to the main temple. They are all built of a sandstone with an exterior of stucco, and initially they were all colored with a vegetable dyes. One can see the position of the work at the ancient time. There is a lion everywhere. The background of each had Shiva Parvati. In some the lingam is present, but this is not the ancient one, rather modern, with no rituals performed. The important is the background, as one can see, and this is well preserved. Unlike what I saw in Java, here one can see the finite work on the exterior. Sandstone is soft when working, when it is underground. Once it is brought outside and worked on and put out to the air, it hardens. This is one of the better preserved lion. This is an example of the deterioration and also the evidence that once it was colored. From the Archaeological Department of India, cleaning is going on and one can see the details better. In some areas, despite the lion, there is also devatas. The details are preserved in some, not all. View from the left back side of the temple. The sun is other side, so I can't get the details of the Gopuram that is in the back and is the tallest, where the Rajagopuram is the tiny one. This is the reverse in the ancient time, but modern time it is the other way around. As I come around in the clockwise direction, one can see the refined work in the 7th century AD of the back of this. This is sun god. One can see the details. This is Agastya. Even in the 7th century AD, they had a big tummy predisposing to diabetes, as abdominal obesity was common in India. This is a woman, one can see her hairdo. This is Durga on the interior of the outside wall. One can see the colors being well preserved. And the inner sanctum, we see these are the places for meditation. The width is about 24 inches. It's hard to say whether the Shishyas who met it here were like a 7 or 8 or a grown-up adults. That evidence is not available. On the original granite thing, the British put a stucco. I don't know why.
Original sand.
They should not have messed up with Hindu gods. An unusual sculpture of the reverse order or messed up order of Shiva being in the middle, who is known for destruction, Brahma the creator, and Vishnu. The destroyer is further up. This could be because this is a Shivite temple. So Vishnu takes a back seat. Another area where that stucco is gone and the granite is staying.
15th century Mandapa.
This is Ravana, only sensible Ravana with one head, not 10. 7th century AD. One can see the deterioration of Nandi is less deteriorated. This is a spacious meditation chamber of the Guru. The width is about 4 feet wide. Still well preserved, the 7th century one. This is Dakshinamurti. The arm is broken. This is a Guru with Shiva. Shiva is listening to the Guru. Another piece of well preserved work. These are 7 statues with the symbol of each god.
Woman god.
And are females. This is considered Sa, Ri, Ga, Ma, Pa, Da, Ni. Interior of the back wall, far better painting preserved in the Shishyas meditation chamber. Another view of the beauty of the interior. Deterioration, that's because it's a 6th century AD sandstone. At a lower level might have been flooded or so, and better preserved at the upper level.
Moon is one leg, big hand with a ring. This is a Shiva dance.
This part is probably
Dancing
the
the equal dance.
best preserved of the color
Equal power.
paintings
Other hand.
that was put over these statues when it was built. This is the only one where the entire figure is preserved. In a meditation chamber of a Shishya. Gajalakshmi, one can see the color that was there originally, further showing the evidence that the entire temple complex was shining with colors. There are three major temples devoted to Parvati: Kashi, Vishalakshi, Madurai Meenakshi, and Kanchi Kamakshi. This is the Kanchi Kamakshi temple. All of them are Puranic temples. The temple is closed now. We are not going inside. Also not great archaeological significance. As elsewhere, there is a highly refined work on the Gopuram.